pastor there. Oh, this one is doing that. Oh, this one is selling this one. Oh, this one. Once you are done dealing with one who is selling, at one time somebody come and start selling shoe. I said, that's the shoe that fell from the leg of Jesus when he was on the cross. And when you buy the shoe, you see made in China. And you pick your paper and say, did Jesus go to China and say, okay, wait. Just by faith, you are buying the shoe. And then, just when you are done talking about shoe, then somebody else is now selling tongues. I said, that was part of the tongue that broke. And then when you are done with tongue, somebody else is selling something. I'm saying, if you keep looking at those things, you will never come out. You will rather lose your calling, your ministry. Get me in context. Your ministry. Because you talk problems till you become one. No one person is given the ministry to build the body of Christ. Jesus said, I will build my church. It is not your responsibility. I'll tell you what your responsibility is. Your responsibility is to build the portion he has given you to build. That's your responsibility. The body of Christ is too wide. You die building it. Are you here? You know, all these things I'm teaching is for posterity's sake. So that if you wake up tomorrow, let me tell you something. Before this year ends, one of the things I'm going to teach you on is the subject of God's authority figures. Look up. Let me say a few things. Because the things I'm teaching too, if it doesn't end in trouble, I've not taught well. Look up. Whether you believe it or not, there are individuals that are God's authority figures. You don't get into that position in the body of Christ unless it is given. You can't get it by a looter. And that doesn't mean that because God entrusts them, that doesn't mean they'll be perfect. There is something wrong with the culture that doesn't commend but criticize. I am saying, in case, when you respond to God's call, there will be temptation to leave your calling and try do things with a looter. You will lose your calling. Authority is given. Let me tell you. Yeah. In the Old Testament, God functioned with kings, another king, another king. There were instances when he went to judges. But no judge was able to pass it on. Every judge died without passing to the next generation. Leave judges and then go back to kings. And that happens through betting. There are seasons in the body of Christ that there will be need for judges to emerge. When what needs to be judged is judged, go back to families. Okay. Okay. See, place your hands on your bowels. Say, my womb will not be barren. See, you can have a powerful message and God can't entrust you with the womb to birth the next generation. That is, your message is good, or we can't count anyone who arrives and is touching the body through your loins. Okay. That's a sign that there is something in that lineage that God doesn't want communicated. Are you following what I'm saying? Let me leave it. You know when Micah stood and began to criticize David, that a king will be dancing like this, it was important that that kind of mentality doesn't spread, so the womb was shut. Let me tell you something. There is a way you will press. What is flowing from you will go, but you will not. Let me explain. Have you seen songs that is blessing everyone, but you can't find the original person? I'm saying there are things you will do that your product will go, but God will say, you stay back. I know what I'm saying now. 80% of some of the most powerful songs we sing today, you can't trace who sang them. When God puts the mark of endorsement on a man, he pushed the man and the product. Are you following what I'm saying? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let me tell you something. 3 topics to teach myself, just done one. I'm going to go into the rest. He said, get out of your father's house to a land I will show you. Abraham took Lot. When God told Abraham, go and read again, God pronounced blessings upon him and his children. The moment Abraham went with Lot, God still pronounced blessings, but not on Abraham, on his seed. You know what that means? The same terror was only relevant to bet you. It will only be relevant to bet the next person. This is the reason why when you read the Bible and see account of genealogies, you see people you can't trace their stories, but you see they beget. It means the purpose was summed up in the ability to give birth to those that God will try to use. You feel what I'm saying now? I'm saying there's a way you will live your life that God will have to skip you and hope that you will bet the one he will try to use. So when the account is written, it will be that Debola begets or Femi begets. And the entire 79 or 89 years of a man is summed up in and he begat. Are you following what I'm saying? Go and read. Let me just stay on my lane. So what I'm trying to show you is that it doesn't require too much research for the devil to know how to bring controversies in the body of Christ. It is obvious. The devil doesn't have to be smarter to do what he's doing. Okay? He doesn't have to be smarter. If some of you are employed here, like the president for a day, as devil for a day, there might be more problems. True? Talk to me now. Huh? I'm saying that so if they employ them devil for a day, even angels will say, what changed? So I stop.